Howdy folks, Justin here. Welcome to some games with the Creatureless Challenge. This was originally brought to me by Alex KGB, who you can find on YouTube. And it's a lot of fun to build decks without creatures. I'm going to play 3 games against CHARM3R today. We have both got 3 different decks, so each game is going to be different, a different list from each of us. I don't know what he's running. He doesn't know what I'm running. But yeah, this should be a lot of fun. This is the first time I've done this since Fall of the Dark Brotherhood came out. So there's a lot of new cards that I'm really excited to play with in these challenges. So as soon as he's fired up and ready, we will get you those first matches and hopefully have a great time. See you in a minute. All right, it is time for challenge number 1 against CHARM3R. We're going to hit our challenge our friend to a match, and we have Creatureless Challenge deck 3, 2, and 1. I think that I want to space out my yellow-based decks, so I'm going to play this one, then I'm going to play blue-green, then I'll close it out with the most traditional creature-based deck you're probably thinking of bringing to the table, the Spell Sword deck, because you have tons of token-creating spells in those colors. The Crusader deck has some spicy stuff in it. We've got a cool little interaction. We're running Heroic Rebirth, the monthly reward card that turns a creature of your choice in your hand into a legendary creature, and we're running Cast Out and the 0-cost spell from the Madhouse collection that returns a creature that you control to your hand, as ways to get creatures into your hand, as well as Raiding Party, spawning Nord Firebrands. So we have a couple spicy ways to make some creatures there. I think in this format, Scouting Patrol is probably the best 1-drop in the game. So we got a nice curve here. Scouting Patrol into unanswered 2 Moons Contemplation will let us get really aggressive. Our opponent's got the early Scouting Patrol though, so we need to be able to remove both his with both of ours in order to set up the 2 Moons Contemplation the way we'd like to. So hopefully we just see him pass the turn here. These decks tend to have sort of awkward curves, right? Like you put a lot of stuff at perfect. You put a lot of stuff at 3 and 4 because that's where some of the more powerful stuff starts. And now, unless he has Ice Spike or Crushing Blow, I think we're going to get this to trigger this turn. Pretty exciting stuff. You know what? They did smile on Khajiit twice with the Priest of the Moons. And there's close call for that tech, like I said. We're just going to proceed to be the beatdown deck. That is this deck's primary plan. The backup plan, then, is... we got cats and fishes. We're catfishing. The backup plan with this deck is the... close call, and to sort of continue synergizing with the idea that we're bouncing our own creatures to our hand, we're also running Hrothgar Forge, and that lets us trigger those again. The list for all these decks will be posted alongside the video, so if you're looking for some inspiration for your own Creatureless Challenge decks, I would encourage you to check that out. See what CHARM3R's got in store for us. Ooh, see, Imperial Reinforcements is the best 4-drop in the game, so he's got it going on. We don't, these are awful draws right now, aren't they? We could Rapid Shot one of those. I think I'd rather Rapid Shot my own guy just to draw a better card. That I'm not Rapid Shotting. I could return the Slaughterfish to my hand with close call. Seems alright. That way I can put it over in the other lane. And, yeah, that seems pretty good. Continue the beatdown over there. You're, of course, seeing part of the problem with running these cutesy little combos, in that Cast Out's just, like, objectively awful most of the time in a creatureless format like this one. But that's okay. That's totally okay. Because if these games go long, you run some backup stuff, right? Like you have Orb of Vermina to steal some resources. Some of these decks run the Night Mother. It's all good. And it might just turn out that taking the aggressive approach we did is the wrong move. He he Ice Storms next turn, and you know, it's gonna take a lot of work to rebuild this hand of ours. Let's see here. Yeah, like I was saying, the question sort of becomes after a point, like, how much removal do you run? Firestorm would be a complete disaster here.
I feel a storm coming.
Ooh, Corsair ship. That is spicy. I think I just bounced that to his hand, though. I'd like to keep Rapid Shot so I can draw a card at some point. And he wouldn't do that if he had Ice Storm in hand, right? We might have just run away with this game, which can happen. I mean, there are not, you know, we'll see. Firestorm's still a disaster.
I feel a storm coming.
Oh, crap. Let's see what happens. Skaven Pyromancer would be the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. He's got to, you got to do it to yours. There's 4 or 5 creatures that'll keep you from dying here. Oof, not one of them. All right. Well, we got to do this once, right? This is why we ran this. Alright, round 1. Went to the Crusader deck. Tyr actually joining us for our victory lap. Okay. So, I'm going to send him a message making sure he's ready for round 2. And then we're going to use our Assassin deck, which is quite a bit different than the other 2 we're running. So, I'm going to tell him, good game. You can challenge for the next one when you're ready. Okay, sweet. The Assassin one is interesting. So I'm running Mage's Guild Retreat, right? Which is one of the few reasons, in my opinion, you'd want to run blue. You also have access to Moment of Clarity, which is a pretty fun card. You know, you to choose from 3 different cards, put one into your hand. You know, you're looking for creatures, right? Because in a creatureless format, you want to break the fact that, you know, your opponent is not likely to have as many ways to deal with creatures as they would ordinarily have. So, okay, I think we just keep Moment of Clarity. Ooh, Flesh Sculpture is another new card that I'm really excited to run. You know, turning extra stuff in your hand into creatures, again, a way to break the format. Yeah, so I'll just Moment of Clarity. Thieves Den. So this is a creature we could play. A 4/1 is pretty weak against all the token creators in Spellsword, which is what CHARM3R is on for this match. Thieves Den, though, really not how we're planning on winning. Drake Charmer. I guess we just take the creature. It's possible that next turn we just Flesh Sculpture and turn all of these cards into, hopefully legendary creatures, but realistically, just like anything, right? Let's do this. Let's roll the dice. Okay, we got Supreme Atromancer. It's a good one. Dune Smuggler, Angry Grawl, Dune Stalker, Knife to the Throat. Alright, we have some very exciting stuff here now. Knife to the Throat is, I mean, just awful. Oh no, he's got reinforcements. Ooh, Slaughterfish spawning. That's bad for us. That's definitely bad for us. Well, next turn. I mean, I'm very greedily going to keep the Supreme Atromancer, but we might be on the receiving end of the beatdown we were worried about last time. Or that we were last time. Okay. Okay. So, Knife to the Throat is a possibility. Wow. Sweet. Okay, so Lightning Bolt would be pretty cool. Didn't get a Lightning Bolt. So let's smuggle over there.
There are ill winds this day. Your coin.
Smuggle back. Yeah. Take that guy out. And then next turn we have Knife to the Throat swing or Tome of Alteration swing, kind of depending on what things are looking like. That's cool. I mean, that's a good creature, so I don't blame him for wanting to answer that. We got some good stuff here. Nest of Vipers is, you know, it's a green token producer, right? You know, you get to run stuff like Spider's Lair and stuff in green. This is not the color combination I think you traditionally choose when you partake in the Creatureless challenge, so I had to think outside the box. Ooh, Necromancer's Amulet's really strong. I don't know that I'm going to get a whole lot of opportunities to use this. Yeah, we're running a lot of spicy stuff, like Staff of Sparks, great against tokens, right? Because I drew the Staff of Sparks, actually, I'm going to curse that.
You will die, cave skin. Clear out.
So that I have a creature in each lane to equip with the staff if he plays Imperial Reinforcements. I've clearly spent entirely too much time thinking about this format. That's super unfortunate for us. You know what? Let's just draw a card.
Clear out.
Yeah. So that's gonna eat our Supreme Atromancer, which is a real bummer. Goldbrand's a good example of one of those kinds of cards that's potentially, you know, great, obviously, because of the card advantage you can provide, but also just potentially, you know, not good because who knows if you're going to get value out of it. I mean, we got a lot of options here. I could spin the dice again on this, but I think I wait. What if I just curse and Wraith? And then drop Atromancer, force him to deal with that. And then I might use Atromancer afterwards to... I'm sorry, use the Flesh Sculpture afterwards to change everything in my deck into something better.
Elements, I summon thee.
The moment I play it, I'm sure he understands instantly why I could not activate that card again for a while. And, you know, if he wipes all my creatures out, like, that's cool too. Again, I think these Flesh Sculptures are going to be pretty clutch. That's actually really frightening. Okay. That's not so bad. I need him to get rid of that so that I can get about my business of doing really dumb things. Orb of Vermina is fantastic. Yeah, I'm going to take Orb. Okay, so I'll just Crushing Blow that. Do I want to change things up? I don't think so. I think we'll reassess each turn. Now, Edict of Azura is one of the big reasons you play these colors, because it answers the super powerful cards like this. And I don't have an answer like that. Yeah, let's Moment of Clarity. These are all pretty bad. Giant Bat is a creature. But I think at this point I just want to roll the dice with Flesh Sculpture again. And the question becomes, do I play the other Flesh Sculpture in case those are all garbage? It doesn't matter what we're picking. I think I am going to play it. And I'm going to activate the one. It's pretty crappy. Did a creature die this turn? It did not. We did get another Supreme Atromancer though.
Blood on the waters.
And we got a Dawn's Wrath. So, we got some pretty good stuff. I wonder what the odds are of 2 Atromancers and 2 activations. Or 3 activations, I guess. Sure. Spend your removal. We'll attack.
Elements, I summon thee.
Play one of those.
May the
Yeah, we'll pass. We wouldn't be playing anything this turn anyway. And I think I made a misplay too when I activated the one with one charge left instead of this one.
Soldiers report.
Because I should have kept them both at one charge. Okay, so we have Dawn's Wrath as an emergency like kind of answer. So we want to swing with the stuff over here first in case prophecies mean that we have to swing into these creatures over here. Sanctuary Raid, the new 7-drop, 7-cost action from Fall of the Dark Brotherhood would be spectacular against one of these creatures right now. And then that followed up with a good prophecy could keep us off lethal next turn. There we go. That was the one. So we do have lethal on board, but we gotta be smart about this.
Buy the egg a fine.
Okay, so I think that broke the fewest number of runes for that one. We didn't really get to see Mage's Guild Retreat at all, which is super unfortunate, but that's alright. So we got one game left, and we're going to take our Spell Sword list into battle. While it's the most classic of the decks, it's the one I'm least comfortable with. I'm least excited to play, at the very least. All right, let's take round 3. I'm curious to see what kind of spicy stuff CHARM3R's got going on. If you guys don't know CHARM3R, he's got a great YouTube channel and he streams on Twitch, and he's a great deck builder and a cool guy. So I recommend that you give him a look. So here it is, deck number 3, the classic list, if you will. And it appears my friends list is kind of going bonkers right now. That happens from time to time. Nothing wrong with the list. I'm sure the friends mechanic works fine for most people. Or in general. I just receive a bunch of friend requests all the time. So, yeah. So what do we want to keep here? Imperial Might. Ooh, he's playing Assassin. This is gonna be exciting. Imperial Might's so good, right? But we want. I'm gonna keep Imperial Might. Might be a little greedy. Imperial might be a little greedy. Okay, so we got some good stuff. Eventually. But these are the classics, right? The cards just put tokens into play. Yeah, I mean, this could be, you know, a rank 10 Spell Sword control tokens list. Dark Rift, great one. We are just not doing anything yet. So we'll go Reinforcements, Divine Fervor. I was okay with the 1 because I had the Sanctuary Raid, but the 2, it's getting rough. All right, let's see if he has the Firestorm.
Your orders.
I think part of the fun of the Creatureless challenge too is in playing these brews, right? Like the Assassin Creatureless deck is really fun.
I feel a storm coming.
He's got Corsair Ship, okay. U-Shield is for the mirror actually because it's really good in those circumstances. I'm just gonna lay down this.
Into the breach.
Start the token production going. I feel like insulating ourselves a little bit against an ice storm by having creatures that just keep pumping out is pretty good. And we're going to be able to Sanctuary Raid the first of these that he puts out. So that's basically our turn 7 locked up. Okay. Is he going to give it Ward? Moment of Clarity. Okay, that's good stuff. So we swing, we play another Imperial Might. Or, change of plans actually. Slaughterfish spawning, U-Shield. So.
Into the breach.
Ooh, and we got punished severely. If it's Firestorm, we might have to back ourselves into a control approach for a little while. Okay, that makes sense. So he's going to break one of our runes. Obviously, in these Creatureless decks, you can't run a ton of Prophecy cards. I think I am running 1 or 2 Mummifies. But we'll see what happens. Aerostorm, again, tech against the against the mirror. That's pretty good. That that nerfs my Sanctuary raid value pretty hard. I could just play this, but then, like, what's my follow-up, right? Actually, yeah, I am just gonna play that.
Your orders.
I think saving Dawn's Wrath... Well, I mean, obviously, I have a ton of answers in my hand. He might be able to burn me out, though. I mean, he's only spent one Lightning Bolt, and he's got the Spider Lair. The Spider Lair, like, we really gotta answer. I'm glad that landed there, so I can just Dawn's Wrath that lane.
Into the breach.
I mean, it's all sort of academic. Okay, so...
Your orders.
Spiders, ultimately, with that, especially that buff, are gonna beat what I've got going on. He's got the Mage's Guild Retreat. Does he have 2 spells to go with it? Oh, this is so cool. Oof, this is tough. I gotta play one of these. I gotta play this. I can handle the first... I mean, he's got 4 cards, right? So I can handle the first Atronach that comes out because I've got multiple removal cards in hand. I think his best plan is probably just start beating down. Maybe he's running stuff like Ransack. Ooh, Smuggler's Hall. This is getting real interesting. Yeah, I mean, I think he just goes face here. Okay.
My sword is yours.
Septum Guardsman. Sure, silence. Yep. So we'd like to see the Atronach that he gets from this show up over here. Alright, what is our best move here? That's pretty good.
I hear and obey.
We'll keep going. Generating 2 tokens. We can probably finally get down Divine Fervor. I think our plan right now is to ignore Mage's Guild Retreat. That's the spider we want him to get. Another Ice Storm would be pretty brutal. That would be pretty brutal. I'm not sure. I mean, we don't have Reach, really, but we do have Imperial Might generating us a lot of value. We got Wabbajack if we, you know, for a Hail Mary. Okay. So he's going for the activation. Okay. There's the Night Mother, which is funny. So... worth keeping in mind that the Night Mother is going to create tokens that get buffed by his Corsair ship. So, not the magical answer we would hope it is. But we got a Dawn's Wrath for one more Mage Guild Retreat activation. Got another Spider Lair. I don't think we can win this one. I think if we had hit Night Mother much earlier, we might have been able to pull something cool off, but it doesn't look like that is what is going to happen right now. I don't mind trading my tokens in to his Night Mother creations, but I'm also not real excited about it. I'll get some Aerostorm value here in a bit. He's not played any actions yet this turn. Ooh, he's going for the Wabbajack, so he might be just out of actions. Pretty good. Uh-oh. I was mistaken. So now we're looking for a... Oh, it's spawned over here. Come on now. Well... Night Mother was probably ambitious.
Chimera, guide us! I hear and obey.
Hey, it's pretty good. I mean, it's gonna get wabjacked right back, but what are you gonna do?
Your orders.
Oh man, I wish I could have more than 4 supports in play. I don't think I can win this one though. I don't think I can win this one. Maybe I can run him out of resources. Maybe this spawns something crazy. Ooh, it kind of did. Oh my god. Wow, that was nuts.
May the fates smile on Khajiit.
That was nuts. Holy crap. So he doesn't have actions left, right? Are we just assuming that the cards in his hand are support cards? And he's making the same kind of tough choices. He's having to make the same kind of hard choices we are. I think the two Imperial Mites to try to counteract his 2 Spider's Lairs is an appropriate amount. That is frightening. So now we're just dead to double lightning bolt. Okay. Well, there's Edict.
Acknowledge.
What if I Dawn's Wrath this lane? Man, that is a 12-12. I will... Oh my god, actually.
Your orders.
Alright, boys, we're going to try to steal ourselves a win
Your
here.
orders.
We're about to get double lightning bolted, actually, is what's probably going to happen. Don't have it. Don't have it. We can Aerostorm Two Moons Contemplation to keep him, you know, to give him 1 turn to try to find lethal. It wouldn't take much, though. It would definitely not take much. Yep. Oh, yep, that's where it belongs. Is that lightning bolt? Okay, okay. We can handle this. We can definitely handle this. Okay, so I'm gonna scouting patrol. I'm gonna have to sacrifice my Imperial Mites, I think. Because I want to gain some life, right? That's hilarious because there are no creatures in my deck.
Soldiers, report.
Your orders.
Tremble, mortal.
Into the breach.
Okay, we're all in. We are all in. Okay. We don't have lethal, but we do have ways to... We're going to gain hopefully 4 life. Oh no, don't you dare find a lightning bolt off Moment of Clarity. This is it. This is our moment. Charge creature. Oh, I feel like we had to have just lost. Because I'm 100% swinging this into there to gain that 1 life. Uh-oh. Oh my god.
The winds favor us.
Oh my god.
Fortune favor me.
Oh wow, so I don't trigger that. That's pretty brutal. That's pretty brutal. Okay. Well, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So we got a Munda Stone in order to potentially find lethal.
Who goes there? I live to serve.
Okay, so we've potentially got lethal. Because we got 4, 7, 8, 9, 14, 26. We can hit him for 12. We only need to break this rune. So if this rune doesn't kill us...
Steel and stone.
Acknowledged.
Kill them all.
Into the breach.
By the egg of fine battle.
Tremble, mortal.
Holy crap. Creatureless challenge, guys. I assure you, every time I've done this, I've had an absolute blast. It is more fun than it looks. It is super enjoyable. You get to play with all sorts of cards you never get to see. Highest possible recommendation. I'd love to see your lists. Post them in the comments or links to them on legendsdecks.com. And yeah, I might be up for a challenge from any of you guys someday too. So thank you very much for joining me in this, and I hope you're all having a great day, and I will see you on the ladder. Bye-bye.